live. Um, Only because recently they've allowed me to go live over here. All right, so I'm gonna talk about some stuff. Um, I don't want to be like a "I told you so" or anything like that, but then again, might as well. And the state of the industry and just things that I've been doing, because a lot of people always ask me, "Where's my music and what you been doing?" I say like, "I've been doing stuff, but it's just not what everybody else expects me to be doing." I mean, anyway, I don't even know where to begin with this. So maybe going in reverse, meaning I've been finally, I kind of have taken myself off of social media as a consumer for a while now. And it's been good in that I get to focus on other things, just life stuff and focusing on priorities. And then there's other reasons why I don't necessarily pay attention to the industry. Um, as a songwriter, as a composer, I don't want to be influenced by what is current or out there or whatever. So I don't listen to any of that stuff. So there's that. So when people say, when they find out I'm a musician, they usually say, "Oh, do you listen to, oh, you're like, and I'm like, I don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry." And this is what I usually tell folks. Well, I try not to be mean about it, but it's like you're asking a world class chef to eat at McDonald's and then questioning why they don't eat at McDonald's because they don't want to. It's like I could make a better meal than McDonald's. Like, why am I consuming McDonald's, right? So if I want to listen to good music, I know where to go. I'll just say that. So, um, there's that. I know it sounded rude, but it is what it is. But only because now that I go back out here and I see what people are doing, no wonder it's all kind of, I don't know. Um, this is even before AI. I had no idea. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I went to school for music and composition and performance and stuff like that. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe, like I said, I isolated myself on purpose. I had no idea people are out here selling like scraps of music and cobbling it all together into songs. I didn't know people were doing that. I didn't. I honestly did not, because I can read music and I can write music and I teach music. Those were the things I was doing. I wasn't out here like hijacking pieces of music and Frankensteining them together like that. And that's what's been happening, I guess, for like, I don't know how long. Who knows how long that's been happening? Um, but that's been happening. And then AI got into the mix. And so now it's getting even worse, to the point where, um, Spotify was never, I never trusted them anyway. Um, so I don't even know how to go from there. It's like, this is what I heard in the last year. So they Spotify announced that they scrubbed their site of like almost 75 million songs. 75, I don't even, 75 million songs. That's a lot of songs because they think that they are AI generated. I had a feeling that this would, come to something like this. But like I said, first of all, I mean, now that I'm listening to like some things on the radio, just peeking, I'm just like, whack-a-mole, looking to see like, well, what are people listening to now? What is it? Unless it's like on a movie. Even then, I'm not even watching movies. But I I really don't know. I don't know. I see these people on in front. They flash in front of my face, and that's about it. Like, I am aware by name some of these folks, but I have no idea who they are. I don't know their song. I can recognize their voice. There's that. But I don't know any of these songs. I purposely have sectioned myself away from that kind of thing for my own creative integrity. Okay? So when I'm hearing some of this stuff, now I get it. It's like all of it's the same. Like, literally, all of it is the same. And what's so funny is that since I now have gotten back into social media a little bit, just seeing what's going on, and I saw this one meme today where um let's see, how can I describe it? So I haven't even watched any of these Marvel movies either. Yeah. So I'm on that's how deep away from whatever culture there is that I have been. You know? I really I have not watched a single one of the Marvel movies except for Black Panther 1 and 2. And that's it. So anyway, so there's a scene or some scenes from uh one of the Marvel movies or whatever. I was just like, oh wow, that's interesting. But then there was a song, another song that I have heard, Milkshake by uh Keyless. I don't know. I know her. You know what I mean. But anyway, the Milkshake song. And it perfectly lined up with something else that I knew was another song. That it was, because why? Because they all track themselves to the same like tempo, the same beat. Like it's all the same, y'all. That's sad to me. It's like I can't. I'm gonna just make a confession here. One of the reasons why I still haven't recorded a lot of the stuff that I've written, I can't play to a track. I can't perform to a track because my music lives. Okay, it's not dead. It's not robotic. I can't. And then of course people talk like, oh, you can sync it. I don't want it synced up. It makes it dead. Okay, my music is alive. So when I record without click. I can't stand it. I'm gonna just be honest. I know how to keep time by myself, of myself, for myself. So I don't need click in that regard. So I'm a different kind of artist. So there's that. Um, but yeah, so a lot of this stuff is so like robotic, so like what, I mean, I'm not saying all of it is just completely unimaginable, like uncreative. There are some things that I'm kind of impressed by, but for when it comes to that, the click, that is so boring to me. It's but boring with a capital B, super boring. So there's that. And so yeah, so back to this Spotify situation. So if Spotify is purging like millions of songs because they are AI and ripping off and, pirating other people. That's the other thing that I've discovered in the last couple of weeks is that there's so many people ripping off people because of the use of AI. They're just basically taking people's names and remaking music in their name. Now I understand why some artists, like I guess more successful artists, um come out with secret albums, like they don't even announce it because of the piracy. They can't even tell people when they're releasing new music because people are out there pirating their stuff. It's like it just has to happen, like just show up one day, you know? That's sad because there are so many pirates out there. And then those are the majors. What about people who like my comrades, or people who are doing pretty well for themselves, and people are just pirating them and nobody, can get them. So that makes me super fearful. Okay? It really does. As a musician, as a creative, that makes me fearful. I can't announce certain things when they're going to be released because next thing you know, somebody else is going to take it and rip it off, like legitly. So back to the Spotify thing. So yeah, I never trusted Spotify, never. I just don't understand how people are paying for something that they don't actually have in their hands. That's the other thing. Like I can show you the CD. I'll show you something in a second, but if people are paying to just listen to music all day, okay, go to a live show, right? Why are you paying for somebody to pipe you music and you don't get to keep it? Again, I still don't understand that. That's radio is free. You can even do satellite radio where it's curated, I guess, but without commercial, without commercials. But from what I understand, again, I don't even listen to Spotify. I hear there's commercials on Spotify. I hear there's ads on Spotify. Like, what are y'all doing? Okay. Yeah, it's not that I'm opposed to AI, but I'm seeing what I'm seeing is that people are using it to rip off folks. Like seriously, I'm not even trying to be funny. Yeah, we heard about it with the visual artist, and that's something else that I'm heartbroken over. Um, but as a musician, and I'm hearing like basically even before AI became a thing, I'm just sitting here like I had no idea people were buying like pieces of music and, like I said, melding them together to make them their music or whatever. I don't know. So all of this, some of this stuff is so far over my head because I'm like, you want a song? All right, give me a day. I'll write you a song. Like with my guitar, with a piano, so I will write you a song. So I don't understand like this whole other like going to buy beats, buying whatever. Say I don't even know the lingo. So I know beats, and then there's some spec. I think, I have no idea. I don't know. To me that's too much work. Just go make it up and record it. I don't understand. So there's all that. Um, but yeah, a lot of it is sounding a lot alike. A lot alike. It's dangerous to me. Dangerous. Dangerous. So there's that. And then with, like I said, with AI, I'm gonna be honest. Joe out there. Hey, Joe. So I'm be honest. I did try Suno. I do have a Suno account. I tried to experiment a little bit with Suno, and that's the other thing, that Suno is using other people's music, but not enough. Because I think I stumped Suno. Like it couldn't produce what I wanted because it's only like snatching up like basic stuff. I'm gonna just be honest. Um, I tried it at least twice. The second time, I'm still not that impressed. It's like I tried to do something classically oriented, and it could not give me anything that was anywhere near what I would have wanted, because it just doesn't. Yeah. And that is based on my education in music and appreciation of world music. So that's where a tool is only useful as far as it, you know, has whatever is needed. So I'm also hesitant to give it anything that I can come up with because it will just take it and steal it. So again, so I'm just like, no thanks. Between what's the other one, Udio and Suno, I'm like, I'm not trying to. No, thank you. Um, yeah. I mean, I still got my drum machine. I know how to do polyrhythms. It's like, y'all, it's like, I don't know. I'm just worried. I'm worried about the state of music out here. And again, there's just so much that there are. Again, I'm not saying I'm not impressed by some of the things. There's some stuff I am impressed on. Um, but then there's some that's just so much of it that's just like straight hot garbage. And it's disappointing. And the piracy. It's disappointing. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I would do. Same Joe. That, but I got my drum machine. It does that. I was like, I could do that. Make a track and build on that. It's like, so there's that. So okay, now what I feel like can happen with um all the new things with AI. So beyond just the music AI, there's marketing AI that it looks potentially helpful. Um, and again, back to the visuals. So What year is this? So back in 2018, 17, I was looking for visual artists. So I've already written these set of songs, right? I know I like a good drum machine too. It's like it just put you know how to do rhythms, and I know how to do rhythms. It's like there's some people who don't know how to do rhythms. They just take whatever, and that's what I'm saying. It's like there's people who don't have a deeper understanding of a musical background to know that there's more than just 4/4 and whatever tempo it all is. But so yeah, so back to the visual art. So I did try to find a visual artist to help me with my idea, and the people I reached out to, they kind of blew me off. I'm just be honest, they blew me off because I guess I wasn't also doing my social media at the same time. See, that's the other thing I've noticed. Is like I've noticed that the people who are legit now, we're all kind of catching up with that kind of thing. They had a like pretty much trash social media presence, but other folks who just focused in on just social media had all these numbers, and now I'm finding out that some of these number of people bought. Again, I'm super naive. I don't know. They buy the numbers, or they, get some kind of marketing crew to somehow find the numbers or whatever, and people only pay attention to how many subscribers you got and all this other kind of rigmarole. And the people, like, again, back to the people who were legitly doing this stuff and actually touching grass and being on a stage with a microphone and an instrument in their hands, those folks, their numbers weren't all that great, and they're still not like, okay. Um, but I think AI can be helpful for those people who have actually been doing like live performances and real performances and things like that. And so that's what I've been doing. So if people are out there saying, "Well, where's Nerd Queen? What's she been doing? Was she been?" No, friend, I've been out touching grass and making money, making music. So I had a long-standing gig with the city this past summer. I didn't have my gig, and now I'm kind of looking around. Now I'm looking around like, what's everybody doing? Because I was making money with my music. I don't know what y'all were doing. So maybe I need to get those videos that I do have. I have a few of them still, um, for working with the city, for the city, busking or whatever, like the cultural affairs office. Maybe I need to go reach out to them and stuff. Um, but yeah, I was making a nice little chunk of change. Okay. And I didn't have to worry about Spotify or worry about where the Spotify money is going. That's yet the other thing that I think a lot of people need to know more about. So the CEO is playing musical chairs with a bunch of his other buddies, other bros. So they are, he's about to step down as CEO, but really he's still in the company. They're going to split the CEO chair with two other of his buddies, friends. I think all of this whole thing with this, purging of the fake AI songs, and uh the whole buzz with the fake AI artists. There's a few of them out there that were basically getting all the money that a lot of real people, real artists weren't getting in the first place. Now that, that's just really upset a lot of people. People start pulling their music from, there, which again, I still have music there, and it's only because the label that I was working with has it, and I'm like, I don't really care at this point. But moving forward, I will not be putting music on Spotify. If anything, I would use Spotify as a way to promote my music somewhere else. That's what I would use it for. Um, but with the whole musical chairs aspect, because a lot of people don't realize a lot of this money that Spotify is making is going into a weapons company. Maybe some people are starting to see that, know that, so it's like a drone weapons company. And it's not for music. Spotify is a tech bro business model. It was never about, celebrating musicians. It was about how can we get some money. So I figured that out a while ago, because again, if you can't hold it, like how, like why are you giving these people your money and you don't have the music and never have the music? If they go out of business, which might be, who knows? You all that music that you had, friends, you never really had. So that's, that's kind of what I'm getting at with that. So yeah, with AI though, in my background in art, in arts in general, I want to do the right thing using AI. I don't want or care to rip off anybody who is a visual artist. Um, like I said, I do have my ideas that have been working on buzzing around for years now, but it seems like yes, the technology is here for me to be able to use, and I plan on using it. And again, I have to kind of not necessarily put it out there too soon. Again, I'm worried about the pirates now. There's some legal things I need to work on getting together and really go get underway with what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, nice to see you too, Joe. Yeah, you're a wonderful musician yourself. Um yeah, I've been making music. It's just not where people have been paying attention. And I'm in another band. Oh yes, before I go, Joe. The other band that I'm in that I've been lead singing also now in Black Fox. Um I'm on a couple of tracks out here, good folks. Lead singing, just saying. Um, we kind of released it a few weeks ago. Okay, it is called Four. Check it out. So again, I'm not, I've been doing stuff. So yeah, check it out. Four. Um, and that's kind of where I'm going with that. It's like, there's some people out here making music, like for like, I don't want to say old school, but I think a lot of people are now going back to like a physical something to put in their hands because they're going to have to. Especially, you never know what's going to happen in the next whatever. Everybody's canceling everybody, and everybody's, I don't know. Invest in your artist. Invest in who you care about as a, creative person. Like not just these entities, not just these streaming services or whatever. Like you got to invest in the people that you claim to care about as creatives. So that's really what I'm trying to get at. All right, so let me go. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I might come back on like more often on this channel just to build up because I do need to talk about what I'm doing based on my beliefs and based on hopefully the people who share similar interests, music for families, not just kids music, not just whatever genre music that's meant for families. Okay? Intelligent music for families. All right. With that, I'm going to say see ya. Let me go do some things and take care out there. Bye. Music for the people.